It's not too often that you see 5 D1 recruits on one team. It's very rare, especially coming out of Nebraska.
The hype was crazy because that's when like crowds wrapped around Millard North. Every game packed, sold out. News reporters at practices, news reporters at games, coaches sitting on the baseline, everything.
But like it all came by surprise. We never really like planned on being like this, but it just happened. So I'm thankful.
We all knew it was going to be a good year when Jaden Johnson, he announced that he was moving to Omaha. He was going to come to Millard North. So at that point, it was like, okay, we have Hunter, who's starting to become like a national phenom. Like he was getting posted everywhere, starting to get recognition. And then Saint was coming up too. And Max Murrow, he had started to get offers from like Stanford and all that. So we knew it was going to be a good year. I think when we got into the year, I think it really started to make a difference when we had our first sold-out game. That game was a trip. The first time we played Bellevue West that season, that was the biggest sold-out game. I mean, everyone was in there. It was packed. It was deep.
We needed to get the win. We were the 1 and 2 seed. I think we were the 1 and they were the 2. So we needed that win at their place.
Sold out game. Valentine's Day, I remember. Valentine's Day. Sold out game at Bellevue West. And came out hooping, talking stuff, everything.
We were playing good. It was back and forth basketball. I mean, even on Bell West's side, you know, Checky Hepburn's their star player, and then at the time they had Frankie, and they were going off. Then Saint started getting motion, and he started throwing down dunks and going crazy, and Hunt went crazy, and JJ was just leading as he always does, leading crazy. Like it was, everyone was playing their role and playing it at the highest level that they possibly could, and we tore them up because of that.
We all played well together, and I think we ended up winning by like 10, so it was good. It was a good win.
Sacrifice for each other. You have yelled your butts off for each other. And you outplayed the team that they always say. You guys want to say anything? Go word. Go word.
The day after that game, we won that game. We played IMG Academy. They were 17th in the country at the time. They were the reigning national championships. Everyone on their team was like 6'8" and up. It was crazy. Be a small little Nebraska team, and we come and play a national, just a big-time team.
Us being from Nebraska, we always play like with a chip on our shoulder because we always feel like we're under-recruited or something like that.
But I think that really showed us we were able and capable of playing on that national level, and I think that was the foundation of that, you know, playing such a team. It was great after that. We won every other game up until the last game of the season before, I think it was before districts. And that was Central. And that game was deeper than any other game we had that season. Because Central's a legendary school. Everyone knows Central. They hoop. I remember pulling up, the line was literally wrapped around the entire school. Everyone was hyped for the game. All the boys were ready. The coaches were getting everyone amped up. I remember the video I'd made, playing, and everyone went crazy. It was a good game. It just came down to foul calls because we went into overtime with them. We came out really strong.
Hunter was going crazy. I think he had 37, going stupid.
Hunt made a shot to send it into overtime. And then in overtime, we were really tired at that point. We got caught lacking bad. And it caused us to fall short. And I remember Hunt tried to force a shot in. And then Max Polk from their team, he grabbed the ball, ran down court. It was 7 seconds left on the clock at that point. Got a layup. And then after that, like, it was buzzer beater. Like, we couldn't do anything about it. I'm telling you, Central stormed our court. Max ran up on our student section, trying to, like, they were all trying to flex. I mean, like, I remember even seeing the principal, like, just pushing them away because it was, like, that crazy. Like, everyone went insane. Like, they had beat Millard North. We were hurt that game. But then we ended up playing Bell West again. And that's when everything hit the fan, all of it. That was a good game. That was a really good game. I remember, going there that day, going to Millard North that day. And this is, mind you, everything had shut down.
A day before the game, COVID outbreak. Whole world shut down. They released the thing. Fans can't come to the games. Everybody's devastated. Everybody's crying.
It was like, dang, like, wow, like, no fans. We're thinking, like, we'll never get to experience state basketball atmosphere.
I think it affected us a lot because we usually feed off the crowd's energy just because we always have the big crowds at the game. So, they'll make a lot of noise for us. We'll feed off of that. So we had to make our own energy that game. Like 100% of it had to come from us. We had like a little bit of fans in the crowd, but in a stadium that big, they didn't really make much noise. So our bench had to, not just our bench, all of our players had to step up, be a lot louder. So without all the fans there, we just had to make our own energy and just be a lot louder.
This was the only game that was going to play at the World at the time. And it was number 1 and number 2 in the state, but the only game going on in the world. But it was crazy. I remember going there that day, and I just remember being in the locker room with the boys, and everyone's getting hyped up, getting ready. Coach comes in and gives us a little pep talk, and he just talks about how
Nobody gets to do this. So I'll quit this crap, all right? And we're gonna go have fun. Loose, okay? Great defense, talking to each other all the time. All right, let's go.
And for the first 3.5 quarters, we were going off. I mean, that game, you would have thought it was a sweep, but at the fourth quarter, we were up by 14 versus them. So it was basically the same. It was about to be the same result as last time. And it was good. Everyone was playing well. But all of a sudden, JJ fouled out. And mind you, he's one of our best defensive leaders at the time, right? So it's like we lost one of our key players.
Honestly, it hurt bad, I wanted to cry so bad, but, I couldn't cry right then and there. I know I trusted my team, so I'm trying to keep the guys positive, and ever since right there, it went all downhill.
They ended up going on a 14-0 run, and at the last second, Jason Green, he tried to get the buzzer beater to tie it so we could go into overtime, and he missed the layup. I'll never forget that. I'll never forget him missing that layup.
Taking the last shot, I didn't think twice about it because you can in that moment. Like, if you think twice about it, you're gonna miss it. There's no doubt about it. So, I mean, I tried the best that I could for that shot, but I mean, it just didn't fall.
Imagine losing your state championship when you're the only game playing in the world, and 50,000, however many thousand people are watching you. That's insane to think about. But it definitely motivated us to get it back so bad this year.